Okay, so welcoming yourself into your space. Come and sit down in easy pose. So cross-legged is good. If that's not available to you, then don't worry. Just any way that's going to feel good. But we do want to have a straight spine. Maybe you've got a cushion. If you're going to use a cushion, try and use it just under the sacrum, so the little triangle of the lower back and the bottom, and just slide the cushion under just that tiny bit to elevate the hips. We don't want it all the way under the bum because that's going to affect the posture. So just a little bit. When we get here, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Just feeling that sensation of the shoulders moving down, dropping down away from the ears. And then another feeling this time that the head starts to become really aligned with the spine and with the tailbone, with the neck. So we want to feel this beautiful posture for you, your perfect posture for you, for your spine. Check that in that perfect posture, there's no rigidity. If there is, have a little wriggle, wobble, stretch it out. Having the hands on the lap or in the knees, wherever's comfortable. Gently closing down the eyes there. Begin to take a couple of nice, deep, slow breaths. The eyes are closed. Deepening the breath. Let's practice some deep belly breathing this morning. So placing the hands onto the belly. See if you can breathe all the way down to the belly. Exhale, we're going to exhale out the mouth. Releasing any stresses, any tensions, any worries. Breathing all the way into the belly. Let everything go that you can. Let's try 3 more. Keep breathing in, gathering. Exhale to release. 2 more. Beautiful. Last one. Lovely. Going to practice a short pranayama practice. So our alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. I think you've all done this with me before, but we're going to use the right thumb to close off the right nostril, the ring finger to close off the left, and we'll use them alternately. Start with the right thumb, closing off the right nostril. Place the 2 middle fingers on the third eye and breathe out the left. Inhale the left. Close the left nostril and breathe out the right. Inhale right. Close right nostril. Breathe out the left. Inhale left. Close left. Breathe out the right. Inhale right. Closing the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Closing the left. Exhale right. Going to do 1 more. Inhale right. Closing the right nostril. Breathing out the left. Dropping the hands down to the knees. Closing down the eyes. Just have a moment in silence, sitting up tall, letting all of that settle. Lovely. Taking a nice deep breath to come back. Noticing how you're feeling this morning. No judgment, checking in with all the parts of you, physical body, mental body, the mind, emotional body, the heart. Just holding an intention that we bring balance and harmony to our whole self. Just starting to rub the hands, creating a little bit of heat. Placing the hands anywhere on the body that needs a little bit of love, TLC today. Breathing that in. And just notice if there are any other intentions, prayers, wishes coming up for you this morning. How you'd like to feel at the end. Joining the hands together in Namaste. If you can, the elbows gently draw out and the thumbs press into the sternum, sitting up nice and tall. We'll begin with a chant of Om. Before we do so, let's take that full deep breath. So breathing all the way in, all the way out, all the way in to begin. So gently coming back, bringing your hands onto your knees. We're going to start some anti-clockwise circles through the hips, through the pelvis. You go as small or as big as you wish with these circles. We're going to inhale to the front and exhale to the back. Last time. Start to go the opposite way, clockwise now. Inhale to the front, exhale to the back. Last three. Lovely, just drawing that spiral in that back gently into center. Close the eyes, nice deep breath, sitting tall and still. Begin to drop their chin gently down towards the chest, and then begin some big and slow circles with the neck. Taking as much time and care as you can, feeling into each part of the neck. Do this with your eyes closed. If you find any areas of particular tension, tightness, pause there, breathe into those spaces, gently breathe that tension out. Gently start to go the opposite way with those circles now. Nice smooth breaths. Eyes closed, just being present with the movements, with the feelings, Lovely, gently back up. Starting the shoulder rolls, inhale up, exhale back and down. Do 3, 2, last one. Going to roll the opposite way. You're going to roll up, inhale, exhale forward. So we're only going to do a few here. Last 2, last 1, and then go all the way back and set those shoulders on the back, nice and far away from the ears. Okay, so we're going to come into a couple of Kundalini postures. Going to do our shoulder lift and drop. Exhale as the shoulders drop. And if you want, you can use that mantra Sat Nam. Sat as the shoulders come up, Nam as the shoulders drop. You can go really fast, really slow, whatever feels right for you. That exhale is a strong exhale out of the nose for detox. Really good for our immune system this time of year. Last few seconds, if you can, if it feels okay, go a little bit faster. Big roll back, nice and gently, all the way up and all the way back with the shoulders. Sit up tall, let the energy settle. A couple of nice deep breaths here. Going to bring the fingertips outside of us, so to the sides. Going to inhale the arms up, palms to touch, exhale down. Sat as we inhale, Nam as we come down. And again, you choose your pace. You might want to go a bit faster or a bit slower. Close down the eyes when you get the hang of it and focus on the breath and the mantra. Sat Nam, truth is my name. Keep going. You might want to visualize your hands creating this sphere of light or colour or both around you. Whatever colours you'd like to invite into your field for today. Last 3, 2, last 1. Bring the palms to touch all the way. Take a big deep breath in. If you're not on your moon time right now, breathe in, squeeze the root lock, pelvic floor, anus muscles, tummy muscles. Hold the breath. Gently exhale, bring in the palms, the fingertips all the way down to touch the earth. Eyes closed. Take another deep breath here. Wonderful. Gently coming back, bringing the hands to the shoulders, thumbs to the back. Going to do our twisting right and left. So as you exhale, as you twist to the right, exhale that strong breath out of the nose again. Sat as you twist to the left, Nam as you twist to the right. Internal mantra, Sat Nam. Good. Start to slow it down. Come all the way back to center. Bringing the hands down. Nice deep breath. If you feel to, you could hold the breath, hold the root lock for a second or two and gently breathe out when you're ready. Gently coming back, we're going to do some core strength breathing before we move into a bit of a core strength sequence with some postures where we're going to really ignite the fire internally. So to do this breath, we breathe all the way down to the lower belly, lowest part of the belly. And then we're going to squeeze pelvic floor in and up and exhale. The exhale is going to become a bit noisy and a bit constricted. So it's like we're squeezing the breath out from that area down below pelvic floor, and it becomes like an upside down triangle or pyramid as we breathe it out. What this does is activates the pelvic diaphragm internally, and that ignites all and activates all the inner body. So we move from the inner body outwards, so we get double the benefits when we utilize this breath as we practice. So we'll just do a few of the breaths before we do some moves with the breath. We're going to inhale all the way down, squeeze and lift, and then exhale. Lovely, keep going. Last two. And last one. We're going to use this now as we come forwards. So we're going to come forwards, use the arms, reach up, exhale, lean back, bring the fists to the waist. So we come up, inhale, using this breath, squeeze from the pelvic floor. I'll show you from the sides. Inhale, exhale, the feet, the legs might even lift off a little. Inhale up, you might come onto your knees all the way. Exhale. Try a few more. Last one. Lovely. Stay here with the legs. Now either hold behind the knees or all the fingers interlace apart from the first two. The legs come out, feet to touch. Exhale, keeping the feet touching, knees opening wide. Exhale, core strength breath. Inhale out. Squeeze. Let's try 3. Last one. Lovely. I'm going to cross the legs, come onto the hands, come onto the knees, and then step one foot back, then another foot. So we're into downward facing dog. Shake the head in yes and no. Start to release the neck and walk the heels, one heel pushing back at a time. Breathe in nice, slow, deep breaths here. You might want to breathe a nice sigh out the mouth. So from here, we're going to do a couple of rolls forwards. We're going to utilize the inner body. So we're going to use the tips of the toes and roll onto the tips of the toes. There's 2 ways to do it. You can either roll onto the tips of the toes and tap the knees down, inhaling, and then push down through the hands, the fingertips, which should be wide and spread, lifting the knees back, exhale, rolling through the toes all the way back to the feet. The full option is to roll up to the tiptoes, rolling all the way forwards into our plank pose, shoulders above the wrists. That's a full inhale, exhale to get there. Push down, inhale, exhale, rolling back through the toes. Excuse me. So whichever way you want, or try one of each. We'll do a few here. Inhale up and exhale. Keeping that core strength breath going if you can. Do one more. Lovely. Rolling onto the knees. Widen the knees, big toes touch. Arms walk forwards, resting the forehead onto the mat. If the forehead doesn't get there, stack the fists and rest the forehead on the fists. Nice deep breaths here. Again, you might do a couple of sigh breaths. Just start to close the eyes and let go, become still, focus on the breath, focus on that connection with the heart, the belly, the mind. As they're getting close to the earth, begin to breathe out anything that feels heavy from them, those areas. Making a connection with the earth center. Letting go, surrendering. Start to slowly draw yourself up, back onto all fours. We're going to tuck the toes and roll back into downward facing dog again. We're going to do a few pulses here. If this feels too much, come onto your knees and do it from your knees, either way. We're going to inhale the right leg. Exhale, soften and bend elbows and knees and swing the right knee forwards in between the hands on a big, deep core strength breath. Inhale. Exhale, swinging forwards. Keep going. Last one. From here, see if you can step that right foot in between the hands. If it doesn't quite get there, grab the calf and push it forwards. Push down through both sets of toes, draw the tummy in and begin to roll, drawing yourself up nice and slowly. I'm going to adjust the camera in a minute. With the alignment of the legs, we're going to tip the pelvis so the bottom sticks back and then roll under like we're scooping in and up. Straighten that back leg, back heel lifted, and then exhale, sinking down, straight back leg. So we're really activating this thigh on the left side. Let me just move the camera. Stay in there, pausing, breathing. Let's see. There we are. Should do it. Lovely. Okay. That way. Okay, so sinking down, the arms are going to come up, looking ahead. And we're going to inhale, come up onto the back toes so that both legs straighten. Exhale, fists of fire, come to the waist, bend both knees. Inhale up, using core strength breath. Exhale down. Lovely. Come back up. Drop that back heel now. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths. So we're going to breathe in, straighten everything up, fold, flop forward, swing in the arms behind, and breathing out the tongue, roaring. So you're going to breathe in. 2. Last one. This time bring the hands down to the mat, step the front foot back, making an equal triangle with the hands and the feet, lifting the left leg off the floor. Flex the foot if you can. Keep looking down, keep breathing here. Releasing the left foot. Bring the palms to touch, step the right foot back, wave into plank. Exhale down, knees, chest, chin, elbows bend. Inhale, coming up into up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the dog a couple of times if you need to rest. Come into child's pose. Might be nice to do a side breath here. Okay, so we're going to do the same sequence on the left now. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend both knees, both elbows, swing the knee forwards. Come up nice and high. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. Step left foot forwards again. Give it a push with the hand if you need to. Starting to draw the tummy in. Slowly build yourself up all the way into warrior 1. Sticking the bottom out. Tilting pelvis in and under, and then sink down. Back, right thigh activated. Arms up. Shoulders soft, looking ahead, breathing here. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, both legs straighten. Exhale, fists of fire. Core strength breath. Two. Last 1. Well done. Flatten the foot. Get ready for lion's breath. Inhale, arms up. Roaring forwards. 2 more. Last 1. Bring the hands down, framing the foot, making the triangle, coming up onto the fingertips when you're ready. The back leg lifts up, looking down, flexing the foot. Placing the foot back down, back onto the palm, stepping left leg back, rolling into plank. Knees, chest, chin, lower down to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, exhale. Downward facing dog, nice deep breaths. Lovely. When you're ready, look at the in between the hands. Step a little bit forwards. Find your way into ragdoll. Move, sway. Get rid of any tension in the body here. Shake anything that needs to shake. Releasing. Bend into the knees. We're going to come up, making big figures of 8 with our hands, our arms all the way up. Inhale, palms to touch. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, push one hand up, the other down, look up to the top hand. Exhale, down, other side. Lovely. Last two. And last one. Okay. Good. So we're going to come a little bit wider with the feet. Feet gently turning outwards. Bend the knees. Check the knees are going the same direction as the toes. We're going to do our goddess dance. So we come all the way up with the hands. Hands meet together. We exhale, snaking down, bending into one knee and then the other. All the way, getting into the hips, into the knees. Inhale up. Palms together. Exhale, coming back down. Lovely. We're going to try 3 more. Last time. Take it all the way down. And take that big deep breath. Drawing the hands up, and then we're going to come into this squat. So you can have your hands into prayer pose, or you could open the arms out and squeeze the shoulders back and gently look up. Stick your tongue out as it's Kali pose. Gently come up. Well done. Toe heel back in and come into chair pose. So I'll show you from the side. I'm going to swing the arms back, come into chair, sinking the bottom back. You can stay here, shoulders soft, keep breathing, or you can do some twists. So we inhale, palms together. Exhale, twist opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Do 2 more. Lovely, coming all the way up, gently, gently, gently. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths again, swinging forwards, inhale. Exhale, release, 2. Last one. Good, coming back up. I'm going to come into volcano pose for our balance today. So we're going to bring the arms up, coming onto the tips of the toes. And then we're going to exhale, slowly bringing the heels down, elbows come back. Inhale, nice and slowly, reaching all the way up, coming all the way up to the tiptoes. Exhale, sinking back on the heels, bottom comes back out. Do 3 more. Two. Last time. Okay, coming back there. Nearly finished. We're going to come onto the floor in a moment. We're going to do 1 more, our last final hurrah. So opening the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. All the fingers interlace, apart from the first 2. Bring the arms out. We're going to squat down. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to come up using core strength breath and squeeze everything we've got. So inhale. Exhale, 4 more. Two. Last one. Well done. Turning the palms to face the floor and slowly squat all the way down. Coming down, and we're just going to come into a seated pose here. We're going to come into our bound angle. So soles of the feet together. If you can, draw them a bit further in. If not, keep them further out to make more of a diamond. Just wriggle, wobble side to side. Opening the hips gently here when you're ready, drawing the heels in, if that's available. Lengthen up through the crown of the head on the big deep breath in. Exhale, folding forwards, let the head drop round the spine out. Nice, deep, smooth, slow breaths into wherever you're feeling that tension, tightness. Check in with the jaw, with the shoulders, release and soften those areas. Keep breathing there. Take 2 more breaths here. Gently rolling back up there. Okay, lovely. So just going to start to lie down. Going to do thread the needle pose. So the right ankle crosses over the left, top of the thigh, or bottom of the thigh, sorry, top of the knee. And then grab behind that left thigh and start to draw the thigh in. The head, the neck, flat on the floor, lower back flat on the floor. Flex the feet and just breathe in as much as you can. It's a very deep stretch, so just go to where it feels okay. But use the breath, guide the breath all the way into the space that you're feeling getting stretched. Your hip flexors, breathe that tension out. And take your time, switching sides, exactly the same thing, drawing that right thigh in between towards you, breathing here. Flexing the feet, the toes. Okay, releasing. Both feet flat on the floor. So we've got 2 options. You can either do your shoulder stand for your back bend or your bridge pose. I'll show you both. Whichever feels best. If you're on your moon time, don't do your shoulder stand. So for bridge, soles of the feet flat on the floor, walking the heels close to the bum, arms down by the sides, push down through the feet, lift up the pelvis, the bottom, maybe stay there, or maybe you can roll the whole spine up and lift up here. Always an option to come into full wheel with the hands reaching behind you and lifting all the way up if that's available, or just going wherever feels comfortable. For your shoulder stand, we roll forwards and back a couple of times just to give us that momentum, and then reaching the legs up in the air, grabbing the waist and breathing here, making sure we wriggle so we're on our shoulders, not our neck, for support, and breathing here. Any variation of shoulder stand, you feel to do, the legs coming back or heads, knees to the head. Well done. And start to come out wherever you are. If you are in shoulder stand, maybe use the arms like brakes by the side of you. Keep the head on the mat the whole time, using the core body. Coming all the way back. We're going to come into fish pose for counterbalance. So hands underneath the lower back, palms facing the floor, stretching the legs out. And then wriggling the elbows in underneath you towards each other. Opening up the chest, letting the head fall back. Breathing into the chest area, into the heart space, pointing the toes. Lovely, gently start to come out there. Grabbing the knees, hug them in, massage the lower back with circles or side to side or forwards and back movements, whatever is going to free up that area the most. And then feet flat on the floor. Let the knees flop over to one side. Turn the head the opposite direction. Try to keep both shoulders grounding into the floor. Close down the eyes, our last posture before our full relaxation. If you want a deeper bend here, you can always bend the knees before you sink them downwards and cross the legs before you sink them down. Starting to gently roll back up and turn in the opposite directions now. Doing whatever feels good with the arms, the hands. They might want to come out in a big T position. Might want to rest on the body. One more breath here. Lovely, and just start to slowly come all the way into your Shavasana. If you want to grab a blanket or any cushions or any socks, jumpers, it's a good idea to really seal in that warmth that we've created through the inner body. Let the legs come out. Open the feet quite wide, so the legs quite wide, and let the feet flop outwards at the ankles so that we get the hips to open as well. Arms down by the sides, backs of the hands and arms flat, opening out the shoulders, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let that lower back, sacrum sink flat on the floor. When you're starting to get relaxed, scan the body for any areas that are still holding on. Maybe feel tight or tense. And if you can, breathe into those spaces, bring your full awareness and attention to those spaces. Give them permission to let go, to soften. To become heavy against the earth. Just drawing your energy inward. And as the world may seem busy outside, we're going to do the opposite now. Going to be in complete stillness, silence, peace, and really allow ourselves this rest to regenerate, to recuperate. Just give the mind permission to soften, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Finding the crown of the head and take an imaginary cord of light all the way up through the ceiling, through the roof, up into the sky, all the way up, plugging into the heart of our sun star, a golden star above us. Whether we can see or feel the sun right now, knowing it's there, plugging in, and as we do so, this shower of golden solar light beams over, through and around us. Allow it to fill up the bubble around you. Overflow and touch and come into every single part of your body. As it does so, allow this light to soothe, to relax, to even heal any part of you in need right now. Relaxing, softening through the whole of the face, forehead, nose, the mouth, those big jaw muscles relaxing. Down the neck and the throat. The whole of the arms filled with this light, and into the hands, the palms, the fingertips, luminous. This bright, bright light flowing into the chest, the heart space, the belly softens, the bowl of the pelvis and the hips, the shoulders softening, and then the whole of the spine flushed with this golden sunlight. The root, the tailbone, all the way down the legs and into the toes, the feet. The whole of your body lit up with golden light. From the soles of your feet, I want you to imagine, sense, see or feel that you're growing roots like a tree down through the floor, down through the soil, down through the many, many layers of our planet, and grounding them, plugging into the center, the heart of the earth. Feeling so much love and gratitude to the earth for all the gifts we receive, our food, our shelter, our water. And go ahead and let any heavy, dense energy that's been filtered down with the light coming in from above be released down and out through the feet, through these roots, all the way to the earth center. Letting go. Whatever you can in this moment that's not serving you, let it go. As you let go, you become lighter in every way. And we do an exchange now. As we have given, we are able to receive. So begin to breathe deeply through these roots from the center, the heart of the earth. Breathing the energy from the earth, which is pure love, nourishing, nurturing. Breathing this all the way up through the roots, up through the layers of the earth, up through the body. Breathe this feeling of being deeply loved, honored, respected, held, all the way into the back of the heart. As you bring your awareness to the heart, you feel the beautiful fusion between the energies of above and the energies of below, the light and the love, creating this new frequency of perfect harmony within you. As you enjoy that feeling, an inner smile coming, And allow that perfect, balanced, peaceful energy to ripple from your heart all the way throughout your body, your energy body, creating this new frequency that we now seal in with a golden thread of light from the crown of the head, spiraling down and around the body in a clockwise direction, all the way to below the feet. Take in a couple of nice deep breaths here. Begin to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And when you feel ready, rolling over onto one side of your body, keeping the eyes closed. Spend this moment being thankful for yourself, for your body, your mind, for your heart, for doing this practice, for nourishing yourself, and offering thanks for anything else you're grateful for in your life. When you're ready, start to use the hands, the arms to draw yourself back up and come into a seated position to close. Closing down the eyes when you get here, joining the palms to touch. Elbows can draw outwards. Thumbs connect with the sternum. Just remembering your intention that you started with. How do you feel now? We'll send this peaceful prayer out on our final arm. So let's start with a full breath, breathing all the way in, all the way out, all the way into chant. Om.